Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Louise Myrtle Cox, age 81, of Abilene, Texas, will be at 7 p.m. tomorrow at Coleman Funeral Home Chapel. Ms. Cox passed away Saturday at Woodland Village Nursing Home. Visitation will be 6 to 7 p.m. Wednesday at the funeral home. Funeral services for Earlene Vanderford Hill, age 72, of Hansville, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Victory Baptist Church in Glenn, Mississippi. Interment will follow in Williams Cemetery in Bienzi, Mississippi. The body will lie in state from 6 p.m. until service time Wednesday at the church. Magnolia Funeral Home of Corinth, Mississippi, is directing. Private memorial services for Linda Carol Tarwater, age 69, of Coleman, will be held at a later date. Coleman Heritage is assisting. Ms. Tarwater passed away on Sunday. Funeral services for Louis Theodore Luke Walsh, age 59, of Vinemont, will be at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Interment in Center Hill Cemetery. Hansville Funeral Home directing. Mr. Walsh passed away on Sunday at his residence. The family will receive friends 5:30 to 9 p.m. tomorrow. Funeral services for Wendell Harbin, age 71, of Coleman, are incomplete and will be announced later by Moss Service. Mr. Harbin passed away Sunday at Hansville Nursing and Rehab. Funeral services celebrating the life of Eleanor August Gussie Wilson Kennedy, age 73, will be at 1 p.m. tomorrow at St. John's Evangelical Protestant Church, with interment in Coleman City Cemetery. Moss Service Funeral Home is directing. Funeral services for Cheryl Darlene Marsh, age 49, of Coleman, will be today at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. Burial in Good Hope Cemetery. Moss Service in charge. She passed away on Saturday. Memorial services for George William Crook, age 67, of Coleman, are planned for a later date by the family. Moss Service is assisting. Mr. Crook passed away Saturday. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Today on 2, it is a beautifully sunny morning this morning.
Another glorious day today.
Beautiful sunny morning. It's almost a sin to see this much sun this early. that's what I'm going to go by.
Okay, never heard that before.
Well, let's see if the sun's going to continue for today. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch, located on Cherokee Avenue. There's the radar picture for today. We have some activity moving across the lake area, but the Great Lakes, but nothing in our area. We have pretty clear skies. Let's take a look at the forecast for today. It's going to be sunny with windy with a high around 81. Tonight will be clear with a low around 58. Tomorrow, sunny, the same with a high near 83. Thursday, partly sunny, a 30% chance of rain with a high near... I don't like the fact that the closer we get to the weekends, it starts getting...
Of course.
To rain, yeah.
Of course.
It's going to be like this week again, so... chance of rain continues into Friday with that being a 30% chance of rain and a high near 85. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 87. Hopefully it will be enough sun and everything for everyone to get out, maybe dry out and everything. Sunday continues Avenue to 87, and Monday mostly sunny with a high near 86. So let's look at our forecast for today. So, like I said, hopefully it'll back off on rain a little bit.
I think it's going to be a nice week, gorgeous week, and I thought today was supposed to be like 60s, maybe 70s. Now all of a sudden it's going to be in the 80s. What happened?
I'm not complaining. that's
I know.
for sure.
Everybody's all excited about the warm weather, but when it gets to be 99, we're going to have to remember these wonderful days that we've had.
Now, have you been able to make it to the Fest Hall and get any common produce this season?
I have. I got some strawberries the other day, and of course my big thing is I like the sourdough bread, so I stopped by and buy a loaf of that. But yes, they're starting to have more and more. I did do the Strawberry Festival this weekend. I walked around on Friday, so it was good.
I didn't know they sold bread. I just thought it was produce.
No, there's a couple of ladies that make sourdough bread, and some of them do some pies and some other little, like banana nut bread kind of thing, that sort of thing. So anyway,
I believe we have a slide for Fest Hall. If we want to pop that up, do we have a slide for the Fest Hall?
Well, I don't think so. Not to talk about or to remind everybody because it was last week.
Well, it's open for today.
Yeah.
So if you want to go get some
I know
bread.
what you're talking about. I'm so sorry. Yes, we do. We do. We need to talk about Fest Hall for just a second, but maybe we don't have a slide. But we can just remind everybody that they are open. Yes, and it's supposed to be from 8 till 3, but I do believe that they're even open earlier than that because I've stopped by there right after leaving here.
Yeah.
So, but they've got produce that they're starting to produce or put out there. There it is, bedding plants, nursery stock, flowers, and they are open Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 until 2. Very good, Daniel, for reminding me.
It's written on a sheet. I figured out.
Okay, and I didn't read, so very good. Yes, to mention them today.
So Festival is. So I'm thinking I might swing by a little bit because I went and got a lot of produce yesterday, but nothing beats local produce.
Oh, that's right. Exactly right.
And it's good for you.
Yes.
So let's take a look at our Facebook friend of the day and let's see who that's going to be.
Well, that's Kim Long. And Kim Long, let's see, likes Duck Dynasty and the Today Show. And you know what? Duck Dynasty is definitely one of the top TV programs.
Yeah, it really is. It has come a long way since
it has. Yes, it has.
The Gator people and
Swamp people and all that kind of stuff. But have you watched Duck Dynasty at all?
I got to see. I've seen maybe 2 episodes. I just can't get into it.
After you watch it for a while, you do kind of get caught up in it. And they're a good Christian family. I think that's the other nice thing about them is that they're a good family and so forth. Yeah. Well, I guess we need to talk about who's going to be on the show today, huh?
Well, yes, we are going to have a visit from Mr. Adam King. He is over at St. John's, one of the music ministers over there, and he's going to be talking to us for an event they have coming up.
That's right.
So we'll have that, George Spear, and we're also going to have some prizes to give away right after these commercials.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
News and commentary on this Tuesday, beautiful Tuesday. Looking at the local news to begin with, some folks just have a hard time making it work, and those in office are among the top ones because they only have so much money. And you've got, if you're a mayor like Kenneth Nail is down in Hanceville, you have to figure out what's going to get funded and what is not. They've got a big, awesome responsibility, the police do down there, because they've got the shrine. they've got to provide basic security for. They've got a Wallace State College that's down there, and with funds not as plentiful as they used to be, tax revenues, then Kenneth Nell had no other choice, he says, but to pull the one Cullman, the one investigator working with a CNET team. That's the Cullman Narcotics Enforcement Team. He had to pull an officer out of there to go back to just work basic stuff. Of course, the director of the CNET there, Mr. Joey Hall, said that they had 600 cases last year, 600 cases of drugs. And he says losing one of the officers is going to hurt. And he knows that everyone's hurting. So as a result, sometimes you don't have any other choice but to do what you need to do. So apparently, I guess they're working cases, needless to say, in Hanceville, the policemen are. And this one officer they had to pull from CNET was going to continue to do the same sort of business, just not necessarily under the net of CNET. Cullman's going to be getting, the railroad station is going to be getting some help here. The Cullman County's railroad depot is going to be getting an upgrade. We're talking about Cullman County Commission, or rather Cullman County Community Development Commission. They're the ones that hand out some of the money, you know, not a lot of it nowadays because, as we said, funds are tight. They're going to be getting an upgrade, like about $900,000 to do some painting and cleaning up and some more display cases. But also, in addition to the museum's awarding there for the depot, their battleground volunteer fire department's going to get about the same amount, $9,000, to help with the purchase of new digital radios for their department. Also, Vinemont High School awarded $20,000 to help with the resurfacing of their baseball field. Meanwhile, Empty Bowls of Cullman is going to be getting $2,500 to buy pottery equipment for their new building. So there's just so much money, and it again has to be determined just which way it goes. Wallace State Community College last Friday had their 47th commencement. 47 years, hard to believe. I recall in high school making a trip to Wallace State College, and it was more or less like a vocational school at that particular point. And we rode down one cold winter day in 1968. Cold. Just a few buildings down there. Boy, how things have changed. Of course, Vicki Hawsey is the president down there, and it's a sprawling complex. It's beautiful, is it not? It is beautiful. And you know, the sad irony of this thing is that as beautiful as it is, most of that work was done by former President Jake Bailey. And at this moment, he's in a nursing home in Cullman. And it's so sad that you have a situation like that. He worked tirelessly, all kinds of ways, to get money for that college, and it's worked. People who are going through nursing school and such, think about it. If it hadn't been for his efforts and a lot of others, that you wouldn't have a nursing school down there. There's a lot of opposition to that from South Alabama. Hostage situation yesterday afternoon in Hartselle came to a peaceful close. Apparently a man taking care of a paraplegic woman, an elderly man, got drunk, had a gun, pointed it at his daughter when the daughter showed up, but the sheriff and the daughter, they defused that, thank goodness. Actually, we're about on track for the number of tornadoes that are normally coming, or should come through Alabama. Not that some should, but they're saying, well, there are fewer this year. Well, maybe so, but still we're on track in the state of Alabama, which is maybe not as bad as Oklahoma, but certainly, we haven't had as many fatalities this year. They still say that they're out there. Speaking of out there, are you one of those conspiracists? Do you believe in that grassy knoll? Well, you have a greater opportunity to believe that way, do you not now, in the light of recent headlines? You've got Bill Armistead, chairman of the Alabama Republican Party, says he has no doubt that high-level IRS folks knew about the auditing of the Tea Party and conservative groups. Meanwhile, of course, lawmakers are questioning why the Justice Department started tapping the phones, trying to find out what reporters were saying and doing. Isn't it amazing, just how government, those who argue that it's too big, they have great evidence here. And if you're thinking about the black helicopters, they're not here yet. If you look outside, you might see a drone, though. Stay tuned. More Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Ed White Jewelers, it's a family-owned business, and we can service all your jewelry needs. We have a knowledgeable and friendly staff, and if there's something that you need that we do not carry the line of, we have a close networking with other jewelry stores also, and if they carry a line that we do not carry, rest assured we'll be able to get that piece for you. So when you think of Ed White Jewelers, that's really all you need to think about. Shop Ed White Jewelers for the good stuff.
Choices on my terms and my time. I'm in a wildest state of mind. I've got goals and I'm aiming high. Wallace has choices that'll fit me just right. I'm in a wildest state of mind. I'm in a wildest state of mind.
And we're back with the merchant ads, and let's look at what prizes we have to give away for today. We have the assorted bag of apples from Still Orchard, and let's see, we also have my favorite, the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery. Oh, and we also have a 1 green fee with a cart at the Coleman Golf Course.
Very
Sounds
good.
like a really good prize today. If you haven't won in a while, today is a good day to call in. Let's take a look at our merchant ads, and we're going to start with the Stereo Center, where they want you to be prepared. Stereo Center custom programs your weather radio. If you need it programmed, it's only $29.99 to buy a radio there at the Stereo Center. Go get it at Stereo Center.
Specialty Wine and Beer Company, Brown and Company. I think they're located right there on Highway 157, I think next to the Ford dealership. Check out their great deals. They have a large variety of domestics and imports.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear is now offering suits made to your measurements. They have business men's, regular sizes, big and tall sizes also as well on Compass Way, Southwest and Coleman. Mr. Hicks Menswear.
And Yates Chance Christian Bookstore is celebrating the graduates. And of course, they have a great selection for your senior. They have music, ebooks, jewelry, and much, much more at Yates Chance Christian Bookstore.
And Tires for Less has oil changes, minor engine repair, shocks and brakes. Go see Greg and the guys for Tires for Less for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. That, of course, is past 157 on Highway 31.
And Borden Family Pharmacy, they're also located on 157, but near the Eva Road Exchange. And of course, they're a good neighbor pharmacy, providing all kinds of great things that a pharmacy provides at Borden Family Pharmacy.
And Smart Stretch is available at the Uniform Place. This is, of course, made by Landau, which is made better. It's a new breathable, comfortable, and durable fabric, which I'm sure being in those scrubs all day needs to be comfortable with Smart Stretch.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for emergency vehicles. They have large and small towing available, local or long distance, and a great body shop if you need that kind of thing right there on Highway 31 North. And
Menard's Gallery and Gifts, where they have jewelry, framing, and prints. This is, of course, on 1st Avenue Southeast. You could also visit them on the web at therenardsgallery.com. And let us look at our merchant ads for today. Our number is 256-734-7399. And our question for today is, Borden Family Pharmacy has been advertising that on their advertisement, there's a fill-in-the-blank kind of question. Mm-hmm. The difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our what?
Whoa.
It's not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our blank. Our telephone number again is 734-7399, and let's remember what those prizes are. We have the assorted bag of apples from Still Orchard. Mm-hmm. We have the lunch sandwich and chips from Frosting's Bakery, which is delicious. I would win it just for the sandwich.
Oh, right now if we
yes,
got you.
If you could. And we also have the 1 green fee with cart at the Coleman Golf Course, which if you haven't checked out the prices of those lately, it's not cheap.
Not cheap. So this is really a good deal, and I like the fact that we are combining something physical as well as something...
I didn't think about that.
Right. We're going to give you some food, but we're going to let you work it off so you don't have to feel guilty about eating it. And then a bag of apples. It's great to have a bag of apples.
So. And also helping out the...
That's right. That's my motto, is good health. You got to exercise and eat right. And so we're giving you both those opportunities.
Keeping healthy.
Right.
Well, I guess we don't have any more calls today, so I guess we'll go ahead and take a look at the rest of our merchant ads, our second set of the merchant ads. Remember, we will ask a question about these ads, so pay attention to the ads. And we're going to start with Knight Free Insurance Agency. They've been providing insurance for over 3 generations. They are one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners, and this is Knight Free Insurance.
Medical Arts Apothecary has that dollar wall. All the items are just $1. They have everything from personal care to household at Medical Arts Apothecary.
And Deb's Bookstore, we will visit with Deb Lasley tomorrow. She has used books for half price every day, and new books are 20% off every day. Browsers are always welcome at Deb's Bookstore, and gift certificates are available.
And fitness opportunities await you at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have the Whirlpool Spa, the indoor leisure pool, a variety of aerobic and cycling classes, even that indoor rubberized walking track.
And Baltzman Counseling Center, Howard Rogers, if you have problems and want to talk, he wants to help you with weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching is available at Baldwin Counseling Center, 737-3087.
Auto Tech, foreign and domestic auto repair. And of course, David Methvin is the guy to see in his new location right there in the Vinemont area besides Ridgecrest Community Church.
And the Cocoa Peanut Butter Brownie, drizzled peanut butter topping with cocoa chunks and brownie pieces and creamy vanilla soft serve. What a way to break a diet.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim.
And that is a look at our merchant ads for today. I don't think we have any birthdays today, but I'm sure there are someone out there celebrating a birthday. Right. So happy birthday to you.
Yes.
All right, so we will be right back after these commercials with a visit from Mr. Adam King.
That's why I shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Reverend Adam King, who is the minister of music at St. John's Evangelical Protestant Church. Get it all out there. It really is here today to talk to us about his night of worship that he's got planned. And that's always an exciting event, which St. John does a great job, and you usually bring in outside entertainment and things like that. So are you doing that again this time?
Well, this event will actually focus more on our choir, actually. Okay. We are bringing in some friends to kind of help be a part of our band.
Okay.
A lot of the times we use performance tracks for the choir, so that they're like more symphonic. But we've been working on our praise band for about 3 years that we've been there, and they in the last year have been really a vital part of our 10:30 worship.
Right.
And so we began thinking near about Christmas this past time. I said, wouldn't it be great if we did a choir concert where you guys were the accompanists and we featured our entire music ministry, the adult part of our music ministry. And so they're actually going to be there. And so I've asked a friend of mine who was kind of a mentor of mine, kind of showed me a lot about piano when I was in college. I said, would you come and work with our guys and then maybe play the event? So Chris Springer will be here. He's amazing. If you've ever heard the song Shout to the Lord by Darlene Zschech, he was pretty much one of the key people for bringing it from Sydney, Australia here. It was actually never supposed to have made it to a recording process, but he made that decision. So he's a very, very gifted musician. And then George Vinson is going to be in from Nashville to help out with the band. Of course, our friend Nathan Woodward will always, we love to have him in. So, but the event will actually be more based upon our choir, and these guys will just be the accompanist. Of course, our local quartet, the Revelations Quartet, will be here as well. Our church and the community absolutely loves Perry Warren and those guys. We're just excited to have them part of it. So.
How long have they been around? Do you have any idea?
Well, I think when Jesus walked the earth, Perry was around. No, I really don't know. They have been around for such a long time,
Yeah.
and Perry and Wes are both in the choir. Of course, Fritz Schumann, and I've just drawn a blank on the fourth person.
And I'm drawing a blank too, and I know who it is, but
Eddie Pinehart. Yeah,
Yes,
Eddie,
okay.
Eddie, if you're watching this, I do know who you are.
Right,
So,
right.
but anyway, yeah, they've been around forever, and our church, whenever they come, it's just kind of like homecoming.
Right, right. Everybody enjoys listening
Oh,
to them.
absolutely.
I just like to watch Perry get up there, and you know, he's so entertaining all by himself. Just
You never know what he's going to say or do next.
No, that's true.
Exactly,
That is
exactly.
true. And they do play all over and everything. But I think that the choir is probably pretty excited about this.
Oh,
because-
they are, and they have worked hard. And this is basically kind of a best of night. We just kind of went through. I mean, we have so many things that we like to do, but in order to keep the evening short, we just kind of picked our favorites. And we may end up doing this again, you know, sometime later and hit another 10 or 12 favorites. So it's going to be a fun night.
And when is that going to take place?
It is this Sunday night. Excuse me, this Sunday night, 6 p.m. in Christ Hall.
Okay.
The doors will open at about 5:15.
Is there a charge?
No charge, just come. It's a family-friendly event, so the kids are invited, and there will be no child care provided.
Right.
But there won't need to be. They'll enjoy the evening, so bring the young kids as well.
Very good. And Christ Hall, of course, is the new addition to St.
It is
John's.
the new addition. I think it's on the southeast corner of the property, so across from the old rural building.
Okay.
So.
Tell me a little bit just about the services in case somebody is just interested in going to a regular service. on
Our
Sunday.
normal services, we have an 8 a.m. service that's held in the sanctuary. We also have a 10 o'clock communion service held in the sanctuary. It's a shorter service, but communion is served every week there.
Okay.
And then at 10:30 we have a service in our Christ Hall, which I would call, it's not, you could call it a blended service. There's still lots of hymns. I think the biggest difference is the accompaniment. We're in the sanctuary, it's piano and organ. In
Right.
Christ Hall, a lot of the hymns are the same. It's just accompanied by a praise band.
So it makes it a little bit more contemporary
A little
in a way.
more, a little bit more of an edge to it for sure. A little bit more of a feel of contemporary, but definitely something that we have a lot of senior adults that come in. They like that service because it still has a lot of the hymns that they grew up with. But if you also like some praise choruses, we also have that as well.
Okay, so that's this once again this Sunday.
This Sunday, the 19th at 6 p.m. in Christ Hall.
Very good. Just get there early so you can get a good seat.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All righty. Thanks so much.
Thank you for letting me
Appreciate
come and talk about it.
Sure.
We'll be right back with Community Billboards right after this word.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. and to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. Coleman Auburn Club is doing their annual banquet on Thursday, May the 30th at 6 p.m. at the Coleman Civic Center. The guest speaker will be head coach Gus Malzahn, and for ticket information, just give them a call at 347-7142. And sign up now for the bird watching program being offered June the 1st at the Pineheart Farm. The session will run from 8:30 till 11 a.m. To pre-register, just call 256-734-0850. And if you have a community billboard you want to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 256-734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook.
And another look at the weather brought to you by Mitch Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. The weather forecast for today will be sunny and windy with a high around 81. Tonight it will clear off with a low around 58. And tomorrow sunny again with a high near 83. So who will be our guest for tomorrow?
Miss Deb Lastly from Deb's Bookstore will be here talking about her whatever's hot in her books, her book selection.
She's a really fun guest. Makes our job easy.
That's exactly right. All right.
Thank you so much for joining us on Today On 2.
I hope you have a great day.